Welcome to Emotions and Stories. Tea drinking is a favorite pastime for most people. Even in the middle of your busy day, tea is like a 10-minute unwinding time. Tea is something that we enjoy alone or in the company of friends and acquaintances. And if there's tea, there's bound to be debates and politics involved. Our today's story is about one such discussion which became something else or maybe not. Let's find out from our story today, Tea Drama. In a small town where life moved at a leisurely pace, the local tea stall was the hub of gossip, debates, and occasional mischief. It was here on a breezy afternoon that two regulars, Ramesh and Mohan, sat sipping their steaming cups of tea. They were known for their loud conversations, which often oscillated between mundane and bizarre. This particular day was no different. As people strolled by the tea stall, Ramesh, a portly man with a booming voice, and Mohan, lanky and perpetually curious, observed them with great interest. "Look at that boy," Ramesh said, pointing with his chin to a young man crossing the road. "He looks like he owns the world, probably showing off for that girl walking ahead of him." Mohan chuckled, slurping his tea. "That girl? Nah. She's not paying any attention to him. She looks too smart to fall for his antics." Ramesh raised an eyebrow and said, "Smart? She just walked right past without looking both ways. That's a careless girl, not smart. Careless. Nah, or maybe she's confident, unlike that boy who's clearly following her around like a puppy," Mohan countered. "Following her? Maybe she's the one leading him," Ramesh shot back, his voice getting louder. The tea vendor, used to their antics, smirked as he refilled their cups. But the conversation caught the attention of a few passers-by. A middle-aged man stopped and asked, "What's the debate about?" Ramesh turned to him and said, "This boy and girl just walked by. I say the boy is showing off for her, but Mohan thinks she's too smart to care." The man laughed. "Smart? I saw her almost trip over the pavement. She's definitely clumsy." Another man, a shopkeeper from across the road, chimed in, "You're all wrong. I've seen the boy around here. He's just looking for attention." Within minutes, more people joined in, offering their opinions. What started as a harmless discussion snowballed into a full-blown argument. The tea stall area was soon abuzz with raised voices. Some argued that the boy was trying to impress the girl, while others insisted that the girl was oblivious to his presence. A few people began dissecting their body language, while others questioned their fashion choices. "Her dress is too flashy," a woman declared. "That boy looks like he just rolled out of bed," a teenager retorted. As the debate grew louder, people who had no idea what was going on started gathering, drawn by the commotion. Everyone seemed to have an opinion and no one was willing to back down. The situation escalated to the point where someone worried about the growing crowd called the police. Within minutes, a police jeep pulled up and Inspector Sharma, a stern-looking man with a commanding presence, stepped out. He was recently transferred to this area and it was his second day on duty here. "What's going on here?" he bellowed, silencing the crowd momentarily. The tea vendor pointed towards the crowd and shrugged. "It started with those two, sir," he said, pointing towards Ramesh and Mohan, who were now sitting calmly, sipping their second cup of tea and discussing cricket. Inspector Sharma pushed through the crowd, expecting to find the instigators in a heated argument. Instead, he found two men looking completely unbothered. "You two, what's all this chaos about?" he demanded. Ramesh looked up startled. "Chaos? What chaos, Inspector? The yelling, the crowd, the arguments. Inspector Sharma barked. Mohan glanced around innocently. Oh, that. We were just talking about a boy and a girl who walked by. No idea why these people are so worked up. Inspector Sharma stared at them in disbelief. You mean to tell me this entire crowd is here because of your casual conversation? Ramesh shrugged. People like to join in, I guess. Can't blame us if they don't know how to keep it civil. Mohan nodded sagely. Exactly, sir. We were just minding our business, enjoying our tea. Inspector Sharma looked around at the crowd, who now appeared sheepish. The absurdity of the situation dawned on everyone. Ramesh and Mohan finished their tea, placed a few coins on the counter, and stood up. Well, it's been an interesting afternoon, Ramesh said, stretching. Indeed, agreed Mohan. Good tea as always. They nodded at Inspector Sharma. Thank you for maintaining order, sir, Ramesh said with a straight face. And with that, the two men walked away, leaving behind a baffled Inspector Sharma, a stunned crowd, and a very amused tea vendor. As the two men disappeared down the road, the crowd slowly dispersed, murmuring about how ridiculous the entire episode had been. Some laughed at themselves for getting so worked up over nothing, while others just shook their heads in disbelief. Inspector Sharma turned to the tea vendor. Do they always do this? The tea vendor grinned. Every day, sir. They're harmless, but they sure know how to stir things up. Inspector Sharma sighed, rubbing his temples. Next time, let them argue. Just don't let me get dragged into it. And so, the tea stall returned to its usual calm, with Ramesh and Mohan already planning their next round of harmless chaos for another day. I hope you enjoyed today's story, and if you've had any interesting conversations over your tea, do share with us in the comments below. Thank you.